So guys, welcome back. So before solving some problems on economic order, quantity and all, let us try to understand the concept. Let us try to understand the concept. Now imagine in your home, in your family, there are four people. One mom to love, dad to control you, and one sibling to torture you, and you finally. So there are four people. Imagine, just example. So these four people in a day, they consume both morning, afternoon lunch and evening dinner put together. All these are numeric assumptions. Okay, you consume 1 kg rice every day. How many days are there? 365 days into 1 kg per day is equal to 365 kgs of raw material rice. Can I say this is my annual consumption A? So in your kitchen, your mom consumes material to cook food for you. If 1 kg is the consumption per day, 365 days are there, so annual consumption is 365 kgs. Guys, do you understand this? Up to this, do you understand? Annual consumption is 365 days. Correct. Very good. Now imagine your dad buys this raw material or your mom buys this raw material. So I'll give you two options, option 1 and option 2. My option 1 is buy whole annual consumption in one order. That means order size is equal to 365, number of orders is equal to 1 in a year. So one shot, the whole consumption is in your godown. You go and tell this idea to your dad. He'll definitely slap you. Why? Because this is not a good idea. Now try to understand what is the problem with this idea. If we buy the whole content in one order, annual consumption 365 kgs you bought in one order. Question number 1, storage. Where will you store this? For that, what is the cost involved? Storage cost, isn't it? Storage cost involved, unnecessary headache. 2, deterioration. If you store any raw material for that many days, many types of raw materials will be spoiled. No, only rarely some materials will be there, like timber, like wine. The more you store, the more value will be there. But there are exceptional items, only few items. Out of 100 items, 99 items will spoil when you store more. You buy any kind of raw material and keep it in store, it becomes obsolete, unnecessary headache for you. Obsolescence and deterioration, not fit for consumption, not fit for production. What will you do? Then 3, amount blocked. If you buy 365 days consumption in one day, you have to pay 365 rupees, 365 kgs into around 50 rupees or 60 rupees, 20,000 rupees gone. So these costs will increase. Answer, is there no advantage of this? There is one advantage. The advantage is ordering cost will be less, because you will incur ordering cost only once. If ordering cost is, say for example, 50 rupees. If ordering cost is 50 rupees, what is that? Placing an order, executing an order, preparing purchase order, identifying supplier, and negotiating with them, bringing the material to your home. So all these things put together, say for example, 50 rupees. So your ordering cost will be 1 into 50. Why? Your number of orders is only 1, na? So 50 rupees only is your ordering cost. So there is one advantage, that is ordering cost will be less. There is one disadvantage, carrying cost will be more. All these things put together called carrying cost. So here carrying cost more, ordering cost less. This is the situation. Now let us go to the extreme other end, option 2. Buy buy daily 1 kg. Instead of buying the whole annual consumption in one go, buy daily 1 kg. If you buy daily 1 kg, what will be the problem? What will be the problem? Your ordering cost will shoot up like hell because you need to incur 50 rupees ordering cost 365 times. 365 times you have to incur 50 rupees cost. So that will be around 20,000 rupees. So accurately, if you calculate 365 into 50, how much? 18,250 rupees. Are you kidding me? 18,250 rupees. Are you ready to spend? But the advantage is you don't need storage. Every day you are bringing, you are consuming. So storage cost will be very less or could be zero also. Amount is not blocked. Or deterioration will not happen. Obsolescence or deterioration will not happen. Material will not be, decayed. Material will not be wasted. Everyday consumption. So here, what is happening? Here carrying cost is lower, ordering cost is higher. Because the quantity ordered here, order size here is 1 kg. Number of orders is becoming 365. Ordering quantity is 1 kg. Number of orders is 365. So don't you think they are extremely reverse? Don't you think this carrying cost and ordering cost, they are behaving extremely reverse? Isn't it? That means if one is looking at north, one is looking at south. Always it is like. Always it is like this. So what happens now? You try to understand this. So this is order quantity. This is cost. This is cost. If you order more quantity, say for example, this is 25 units, this is 100 units, this is 50 units, this is 100 units, 150 units, 200 units, 250 units, 300 units, 350 units, like that. This is quantity. This is ordering quantity. Cost, if you see, say for example, this is 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. Okay, if you are ordering more quantity, your storage cost will be more. Okay, so if one cost is like this, another cost will be like this. If one cost is like this, another cost will be like this. They need not be straight lines. They can be curves also. They can be curves also. You may either show it like this also, or they can be straight lines also. Now the point is, Pawan sir, this is not recommended. Very high cost. This is not recommended. Very high cost. Why can't I be smart to pick? This is called equilibrium point. Called equilibrium point. Okay. If you look at the total cost, that curve will be like this, and total cost will always be minimum at this point, at this EOQ point. And another beauty is because both the curves are intersecting with each other there, at EOQ, total ordering cost will be equal to total carrying cost. So this will be ideal cost. This will be ideal cost. Optimum cost. Lowest cost. This is optimum quantity. If your order size is increasing, number of orders come down. So order size increasing. Order size increasing. So number of orders comes down. Number of orders come down. So ordering cost comes down. But because you are increasing order size, more stock in hand, stock levels will increase. So carrying cost will be high. So if your order size is decreasing, number of orders will be more. So ordering cost will be more. But your stock in hand is reducing. Stock in hand is reducing. So carrying cost will reduce. So if order size decreases, it results in one cost, one saving. If order size increases, it results in one cost, one saving. Okay, this is what is given here. Just one random example from internet. This is the one. So whatever we have discussed and I have explained is given in some proper diagram shape. Okay, look here. If the order quantity increases, this curve represents holding cost, carrying cost. So this is our carrying cost. This is our ordering cost. So look at the diagram, try to understand it, and once you understand, just in the chat box tell me done. Simple. We are trying to keep balance between these two. If my order size is reducing, one cost is going up. If my order size is increasing, another cost is going up. So I want to balance both, putting both of them in a cross, in equilibrium. Then I say, now it is leveled. So this will be minimum cost. The same concept of EOQ you'll use in three areas. Okay. One, you'll use in costing material inventory, EOQ of raw materials. Second one is batch costing, economic batch size. Third one is very interesting. In financial management, there is something called cash management models. In cash management model, there is something called William J. Baumol model. You remember William J. Baumol model, Miller-Orr model. So in that William J. Baumol model is there, no? That is equal to Wilson's EOQ formula. This formula is called Wilson's EOQ formula. This is called Wilson EOQ formula. So this concept of EOQ we use in raw materials in costing. We use in batch costing in costing. We use in cash management model. There are two types of cash management models. One is called inventoriable model. Second one is called stochastic model. So in cash management model, there are two types of models. Inventoriable model, cash management model. Second one is called stochastic model. Stochastic model. So this inventoriable model is there, no? This is developed by William J. Baumol. This is developed by Miller-Orr. This is called Miller-Orr approach. So this William J. Baumol model is similar to Wilson's EOQ model, whereas EOQ is equal to square root of 2AC divided by 2AO divided by C. You understand? So this you use multiple times. So once for all you need to understand the concept. Sometimes what happens, I teach costing and I teach FM also, no? So in my FM class I say we have learned EOQ in costing, no? So take the problem, solve it. Nothing wrong, because I know that already I have explained this in costing. So in FM I will not teach it again. Same concept. Guys, you understand this diagram? Have you copied this diagram? You understand this example? So let me know in the chat box. Do you understand everything? Hello, I'm waiting for your response. Once you say you understand, we'll go and solve some problems. Hello, guys, I'm waiting for your response. One student said understood. Understood. Very good. So everybody understood now, so we'll move further. First, we'll solve some problems in costing. So look at this problem, illustration 3. Calculate the economic order quantity from the following information. Also state the number of orders to be placed in a year. Consumption of materials per annum 10,000 kgs. Order placing cost per order 50. Cost of kg of raw materials is 2. Storage cost is 8% on average inventory. Storage cost is 8% on average inventory. That means you will take it on the cost of the material. So here 2 rupees is there now. On the 2 rupees you apply 8%. On the 2 rupees you apply 8%. So write down illustration 3, materials chapter, illustration 3. Materials chapter, illustration number. First we write the formula. Always remember, you need to write the formula. Without formula you should not solve any formula, whatever the subject is. First you need to write the formula. We know that EOQ is equal to square root of 2AO by C, where A is equal to annual consumption, that is equal to 10,000 quantity given. A is equal to annual consumption 10,000 quantity given. O is equal to ordering cost per order. Ordering cost per order. They have given 50 equal to rupees 50. C is equal to carrying cost. That is equal to, they said 2 rupees into 8%. Is 2 into 8%. That is equal to, take your calculator, 2 into 8%. Calculate. Is it 0.16? Now EOQ is equal to square root of 2 into 10,000 into 50 divided by 0.16. Okay, first you need to solve everything inside the square root. After that you will put square root. So 2 into 10,000 into 50 divided by 0.16, you will get a big number. Then square root, you will get 2,500. 2,500. You got this answer? 2,500. You got this answer? Okay, so they also asked you calculate number of orders in a year. So we know that EOQ is 2,500. Number of orders in a year, N is equal to A divided by EOQ. That is equal to 10,000 divided by 2,500. That is equal to 4. That means simple. Total you need 10,000 quantity. Every time you go to shop, you will buy 2,500 quantity. How many times you will go to shop? Simple. Try to understand it like this. I need total 10,000 quantity. Whenever I go to shop, I will buy 2,500. How many times I need to go to shop and order the goods? 4 times. Okay, guys, you understand this problem? Shall we go to next problem? Hello, yes, bolo. We'll go. All of you, do you understand this problem? Yeah, very good. Question number 3 is over. Question number 4. Compute EOQ and the total variable cost for the following. Annual demand 5,000 units. Unit price 20 rupees. Ordering cost 16. Storage cost 2%. Interest cost 12%. Obsolescence 6%. Oh my God, Pawan sir, what to do, Pawan sir? Storage cost, interest rate, obsolescence, all this put together is carrying cost. No, storage cost is to store the good. Interest rate is because you are blocking money in the inventory. Obsolescence rate is because you are buying more quantity and putting in store. The goods can become obsolete. So all these three put together is called carrying cost. So carrying cost is basically 2% plus 12% plus 6%, 20%. You understand? Carrying cost is equal to 20%. So what is carrying cost per unit per annum? Unit price 20 they have given. On the 20 rupees you apply 20%. So carrying cost per unit per annum is 4 rupees. Okay. Can you calculate and tell me the answer? Would you take the privilege of calculating? A is equal to 5,000. O is equal to 16 rupees. C is equal to 20 into 20%, 4 rupees. EOQ is equal to square root of, put all the numbers and tell me the answer. So everybody is saying 200. Oh my God, shall we check? Oh, your answer is correct. How can you do this so accurately? If you don't do this kind of problems, go to 7th floor and jump from there. Basic problems these are. No sir, I will not go. I will take you. I will throw you from there. So 200 you understand? Then they're asking calculate EOQ. Okay. Then what is the second question? Determine the total cost that would result for items if a new price of 12 rupee 80 paisa is used. So what is the old price? Old price they said 16 rupees. No, 20 rupees. Old price 20 rupees. If it is new price, there is a new price of 12.80. What will be your calculation? Now look here. How they are calculating total cost. Purchase price 5,000 units, 20 rupees. This is the cost. Ordering cost, number of orders 25 into ordering cost 400. Inventory carrying cost, average inventory is equal to EOQ by 2 multiplied with 4. So 400. This is 1,800. Now EOQ is always calculated with some basic assumptions. What are the assumptions? Here, look here. Assumptions to EOQ. There are 4 assumptions, no? 1. Ordering cost per order and carrying cost per unit per annum are known and they are fixed. That means in the question they said ordering cost 16 rupees. That means they know it and it is fixed. It is not changing. Today 16, tomorrow 17, day after tomorrow 18. No. That is an assumption. 2. Anticipated uses of material in units is known. That means 5,000 quantity you need in a year, you know that. Pawan sir, is it really practically possible? The answer is yes. Practically possible. You go to your mom and ask mom what is the consumption of rice per annum. She will tell you tentatively. 99% it will be accurate. 3. Cost per unit of material is constant and is also well known. That means the price they are giving per unit 10 rupee, 20 rupees. That is also known and that is also constant. The quantity of material ordered is received immediately. That means there is no lead time. Today if you order, goods will come after 1 week. No, it is not like that. Today if you order, today you can get the delivery. These are the assumptions. Here if you observe, cost per unit is constant. But in this question, they are saying if it is 16 rupees, what is my total cost? What if it is 12 rupees 60 paisa, 80 paisa, something they are saying, we need to calculate it again. So taking this 12 rupee 80 paisa, calculate EOQ again. So 12 rupee 80 paisa, calculate EOQ again. Tell me how much it is. Guys, tell me how much it is. $250, correct? Now, so problem number 4. EOQ with purchase price, different purchase price, different purchase price. Particulars, if selling price is 20 rupees, if selling price is 12 rupee 80 paise EOQ. So you calculated already, it is 200 here, it is 250 here. Correct? Annual consumption 5,000, 5,000. Correct? Number of orders. Can you tell me how many number of orders in present situation? How many number of orders in present situation? Hello? Tell me how many orders in present situation? 25. How many orders in future? Is it 20? In the proposed cost structure, number of orders will be 20. Okay, now here, first I'll take A, purchase cost, is equal to A into price. So what is my A? 50,000. Sorry, 5,000 into what is my price? 20. Here it is 5,000 units into huge discounts we are getting, 12.8. So it is 64,000 only. B, what is the second cost? Ordering cost. How to calculate ordering cost? Is equal to number of orders into ordering cost. Number of orders into ordering cost. Now remember, whether rice is 60 rupees, 40 rupees, 50 rupees, 80 rupees, 200 rupees, whatever is the cost of the rice, it will not create any impact on auto rickshaw fare. Auto rickshaw fellow, he will take the same ordering cost. You understand? So even if the price increases also, ordering cost will be same per unit, per order it will be same. So now what is the ordering cost? The ordering cost given in the question is, ordering cost is 16 rupees. So it is equal to 16 into number of orders. So it is at present 400. In future it will be 320. See, carrying cost is equal to, can I say EOQ by 2 into C. Okay, what is C here? What is C here? Carrying cost. Carrying cost at 20% of selling price, of raw material. Here 20 into 20%, 4 rupees. Here 20 into 12.8, 12.8 into 20%. So it is 2 rupee 56 paise. So carrying cost is equal to, I'll take EOQ divided by 2. This is my average inventory, multiply with carrying cost per unit per annum. So it is 400. Simple check. If these two numbers are not equal, your calculation is wrong, because mathematically that is point of intersection. Mathematically at EOQ, ordering cost and carrying cost, you know, it is the point of intersection of two curves. So they cannot be different. Mathematically they should be same. If both of them are not correct at EOQ, your answer is wrong. Pawan sir, what if I do not follow 200 EOQ? I will not calculate EOQ. I will take 1000. So total 5000 is required. What if my order size is 1000? Then ordering cost and carrying cost would be different. So it will be like this. At EOQ they are same. It is here. At EOQ it is here. But if you take any other quantity, then you know your carrying cost and ordering cost will not be same. That will differ. Okay, so here apply same formula. Here tell me, in this yellow color box, you calculate and tell me how much should I put. This yellow color box, you tell me how much should I put. 320, correct. So I'll apply the same formula, it will come to 320. So total cost is equal to A plus B plus C. Seriously, adding all those things, yet add only this 3. This is because of huge discount. 20 rupees is becoming 12.80. No, that is the reason cost is coming down. That's all. This is the answer. So how many of you understand this question? Hello, do you understand this question? If this question is over, problem. All of you, yes. Very good. Super. So question number 4 is over. They got 1,800,000. They got 64,640. Stock levels we'll see later. Stock controls will see later. These are stock level problems. Any other problem on EvoQ? Hello, EvoQ, you are there. This stock out. All these things will see later. So at the end, is there any problem on EvoQ? How much of Ramayana Mahabharatam they'll tell you. Look at problem number 1. Practical problem 1. Anil and Company buys its annual requirement of 36,000 units in 6 installments. Each unit cost ₹1 and ordering cost is 25. The inventory carrying cost is estimated to be 20% of the unit value. Find the total annual cost of the existing inventory policy. Calculate how much money can be saved by applying EOQ. Simple problem. One general knowledge question now. Who will solve this problem? Am I going to do it on the board or you are going to do it on your own? What is happening? You think and tell me. Hello, tell me in the chat box. What is happening? Am I going to solve the problem? Look at your astrology skills and expect what is happening in near future. You will do it. Very good. Do. Super. Do it and tell me the answer. Do it and tell me the answer. So guys, you are done with the question? Everybody is saying savings 150. Okay, let us check. So problem number 1. So this is not required. Quantity 1000. Quantity is equal to EOQ. What is EOQ, ma? 3000. Is EOQ 3000? You have solved EOQ now. Tell me, EOQ 3000 or 4000? Can you tell me what is EOQ? 3000. Okay, very good. So here the order quantity we have put it like this. Then annual consumption 36,000. 36,000. Okay, number of orders is equal to here quantity ordered 1000, 3000. So we'll say this is present situation. This is proposed EOQ situation. So number of orders will be, this will be annual consumption divided by quantity ordered. What is the present quantity ordered, ma? They said something, no? In the present situation, 6 installments. That means they are buying 6,000 in one go. So it is 6,000. So number of orders is 6. So if we are following EOQ 3000, number of orders will be 12. So carrying cost. Carrying cost. What they said in the question, what is the carrying cost? They said ordering cost is 25, carrying cost is 1, purchase cost is 1 rupee, 20% is the carrying cost. So can I say ordering cost 25? Ordering cost is equal to number of orders into 25. And purchase cost is equal to annual consumption into 1 rupee. annual consumption into 1 rupee. Then carrying cost is equal to 0.20. 0.20. $20 paise on 1 rupee, no? Is that what they said? 20% on 1 rupee. Okay. 36,750, 36,492. Is this the answer you got? No. Wait, I think there is some mistake in the formula. Half I have taken. Okay. This ordering cost should be 12 orders into, should be 25 rupees, no? Ordering cost how much? It is given in the question, 25. Then what is carrying cost? 12 orders into 25, how much? 12 orders into 25 should be 300, no? Is equal to 12 orders into 25 rupees. 300, correct. So this is the answer. So the company can save rupees 150 by implementing EvoQ, or you can write down the savings due to implementing EvoQ is rupees 150. In brackets you write 36,750 minus 36,600. Remember one rule, okay? In any problem like this, there cannot be negative saving. You can never say, Pawan sir, present the company is following something. In the proposal, they are following EvoQ. I calculated cost savings, it is negative. Never happens. Never. Unless selling price, that means the purchase cost of the item changes. If purchase cost changes, if more discounts are there, then it is possible. But if all the assumptions hold good, what are all the assumptions? That 4 assumptions we have seen. If they hold good, any situation other than EvoQ will be more costlier. EvoQ will save money compared to any other situation. So guys, tell me, this problem number 1 you understood? Hello, shall we move further? Yes, we'll do one more problem. Problem number 2. A company manufactures a special product which requires a component alpha. The following particulars are collected for the year 2020. Annual demand of alpha is 8,000 units. Hello, hold on. Component, yes, correct. Sometimes what happens, they'll give you finished good. You need to check whether the data given here is belonging to raw material or finished good. They said they manufacture a special component using alpha. So alpha is raw material. So 8,000 units, you can take it as A. Cost of placing an order 200. What is this 200? O. Cost per unit of alpha is 400. This is purchase cost. Carrying cost per annum is 20%. So what is carrying cost? 400 into 20%. That will be 80 rupees. 80. The company has been offered a quantity discount of 4% on purchase of alpha, provided order size is 4,000 components at a time. That means what you do, you have to calculate EvoQ. Then you have to calculate what will be the total cost if I am following 4,000 components considering discount. Whichever is beneficial to you, you will choose. You are required to calculate EvoQ. Okay. You are required to state whether the quantity discount offer can be accepted. Okay, do it. So now tell me, what is annual consumption A? Annual consumption, problem number 2. A is equal to 8,000. O is equal to ordering cost, they have given in the question. Ordering cost 200. C is equal to 400 into 20%. That is equal to 80. Correct? Now calculate EvoQ is equal to square root of 2 into 8,000 into ordering cost 200 divided by 80. That is equal to, calculate and tell me. Take your calculator, fatafat, calculate and tell me, don't waste time. 2 into 8000 into 200 divided by 80 on that square root. It is coming to 200. So our EOQ is 200. Okay, now we prepare particulars, present situation, proposed situation. What is present situation? Order size is EOQ here 200. In future they are saying 4000. If you order, you will get a discount. We'll see. So A, purchase cost. A, purchase cost. Here, how many units you are buying? 8000 units at 400 rupees. 8000 into 400. 8000 into 400, how much, ma? Is it 32 lakhs? Now, on that 32 lakhs, you are getting 4% discount if you are buying in bulk quantities. So, what is the discount they are offering? 4% discount. So, let us consider minus 4%. So, it is coming to 30 lakh 72,000. Okay, what did I do? Minus 4% I have done. From present purchase cost minus 4% I have done. B. Total ordering cost is equal to, can I say, how many total orders will be there? A divided by order size. A divided by order size. Then it gives you number of orders. Into, in the question they said, ordering cost is 200 rupees per order. Into 200. Okay, here what is A? 8000. Order size 200 into 200. So this comes to 8000. So here it is 8000 divided by 4000 is your order size into 200. So you will spend only 2 into 200, 400 rupees. See, carrying cost, total carrying cost. What is the total carrying cost? Total carrying cost is equal to half into order size into CC PUPA. What is carrying cost per unit per annum? Here carrying cost is equal to price into 20%. So here it is 400 into 20%, that comes to 80. Here it is 400 minus 4% into 20%. That is equal to, so when it is selling price is 400 minus 4%, you are getting 384. Into 20%, you are getting 76.8. So here half into, what is ordering size? 200 into 80. Here half into, what is your ordering size? 4000 into 76.80. So calculate it into 4000 into half. Is it 1,53,600? Here half into 200 is 100, 100 into 80. 8000. This is one cost. This is cost. This is one cost. Purchase cost is one cost. So add all the three numbers, you will get total cost. B. Total cost is equal to A plus B plus C. So this is 8000 plus 8000, 32 lakhs. So 32 lakhs, 16,000 it must be. Okay, here it is 30 lakh 72,000 plus 400 plus 153,600. That comes to 32 lakhs 26,000. That is 32 lakhs 26,000. So what will you tell? Dear supplier, get lost. We don't need your discounts, because when you are giving discount, if I am buying more and more quantities for your discounts, I am losing money. I don't want to lose money, sorry. So let us check the answers. See, present 32 lakh 16,000. In future 32 lakhs 26,000. So you don't want it. You will say, I don't want discount. Sorry. This is the answer. You understand this? Now you will write down conclusion. Conclusion. Point number 1. So they asked you 2 questions. You'll write answer for both the questions. Conclusion. Point number 1. The EOQ of the company is 200 units. This is the answer for first bit. The EOQ of the company is, the EOQ for this particular raw material, the EOQ for alpha, product alpha, component alpha is 200 units. Point number 2. Point number 2. It is advisable not to accept discount proposal. It is advisable not to accept discount proposal. It is advisable not to accept discount proposal, since the proposal is resulting, in extra cost. Since the proposal is resulting in extra cost. The proposal is resulting in extra cost. There is no cost saving, and on the top of it more cost is there. Why will I choose the discount offer? Okay, are we done with this? Any doubts in this? Do you understand this problem? This problem number 2. Now problem number 3 is your homework for today. Super grow, nature own, some problem is there. Problem number 3, that is also EOQ problem only. So that problem is homework. So any doubts? If you do not have doubts, we are done for the day. Evening, I'll see you in accounts class. Okay.